we talk a lot about. I mean, studies often provide us interesting fodder for the show, right? Things that they talk about different things, whether they're sociological or otherwise. And sometimes when the studies come out, one of the two of us, or maybe both of us, agree or disagree with it. We're like, oh, that doesn't seem right.
That's the basic show format.
Yeah, that's generally how it goes. That summarizes the whole thing. This is a little different than I saw this study this morning, and this is the first one I can think of in a while that I'm so sure that this is 100% accurate, maybe even more than 100% accurate.
You can't get more than 100%.
Well, I think you can in this case, and also this is from Yale University, very esteemed institution.
They're pretty legit.
Yeah, institution of higher learning. Here's what they found at Yale University. Pudgy older fathers live longer, are more attractive to the opposite sex, and are better at passing on their genes than their leaner counterparts. This from Richard Bribiescus. He's a professor of anthropology and deputy provost at Yale University. He says these men, don't make your skeptical face at me. This is science.
Neutral expression.
That is, you do not have a neutral expression.
I have as neutral as I can get.
That's not very neutral at all. There is evidence, according to this study, that these men are less likely to suffer from prostate cancer and heart attacks, and men with high metabolisms were up to 50% more likely to die in a given year than those whose bodies burned up less energy at rest. They found that these particular men, these pudgy older fathers, their body composition facilitated increased survivorship and, hypothetically, a hormonal change that would effectively promote and support paternal investment. So what do you say about that?
Oh, I say so much about this.
Spice.
Yep, I got it. So here's the thing. Again, we're looking at the cause and effect. We've got to figure out where it's coming from. It's not that because you are pudgier, you're going to live longer. You're going to live longer and you're pudgy because you sit around the house all day and your chances of doing an activity that could potentially cause you some harm or risk are very slim. Nobody really dies all that often watching Netflix at home. So if you're hanging out around the house doing your old dad thing, you're not out there running, potentially being hit by a car or causing an injury or something like that. Or adventuring, losing weight, burning calories, but at the same time putting yourself slightly at risk. So if you can't put yourself at risk, yes, you're going to get a little bit fatter, but you may also live longer.
I really think that what you've done here is you've completely twisted this study, and you've ignored all the actual facts in the study and then twisted it to your own.
No,
to serve your own purposes.
You just brought up this study because you're like, oh, finally, Yale says
it's
that
right
I am the
here.
ideal. You did that because it basically says the ideal dude is Mike Casey. That's why you picked that.
Well, I think we can find a lot of studies that would support that thinking, but this is one from Yale University. It's right there. That's the headline. Pudgy older fathers live longer, are more attractive to the opposite sex, and better at passing on their genes than their leaner counterparts, scientists have claimed. So you can talk indefinitely, but the facts.
But here's the thing: is I'm never going to be a pudgy old man. So I think women outlive pudgy old men no matter what you're like. So we're still winning there.
That's because you're argumentative, and that's why women live longer.
Because they're argumentative?
That's part of it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Don't change the subject. We're not changing the subject.
I think you need to look at other aspects of this study.
Oh, I don't think I do.
I don't think it's the fact that you're out of shape that is helping you live longer.
That's
that is
what
just
Yale
so counterintuitive.
I know, but this is Yale University.
It's the fact that you're not being put at risk by going and doing activities when you just sit around getting pudgy.
Okay, well. I'll tell you what, when it comes down to Yale versus Hartwick, I'm going to go with Yale.
Well, I'm going to go with Hartwick. And also notice that it just says pudgy, so you're towing that line there, buddy. I wouldn't go too much further with this grand experiment.